Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Texas Motor Speedway for race number 4 of season number 1 of the Pummu Cup Series. As always, we have 14 drivers here today to duke it out for 40 laps around Texas Motor Speedway. Who will be the one driver to come out on top? Do we get another new winner, or do we get a first repeat winner? All these questions will be answered at the end of 40 laps. But first, let's go through your starting lineup. And on the front row for the first time in his career here in the Pummu Cup Series, Chase Elliott starts on pole, and next to him is the 87 of Connor Zilish. In row 2, you have Carson Hocevar and the 40 of Justin Allgaier. In row number 3, you have the 21 of Josh Berry and the 60 of Ryan Preece. Preece, your most recent winner. In row number 4, you have the 34 of Michael McDowell and the 49 of Chris McLucas. In row number 5, you have the 17 of Chris Buescher and the 20 of Christopher Bell, who finished runner-up at Pocono. Row number 6 holds Kyle and Kyle, the 5 of Kyle Larson on the inside, Kyle Busch on the outside. And rounding out the field is the 18 of Parker Retzlaff and your series point leader, Jimmy Johnson. That is your starting lineup here at Texas Motor Speedway. 40 laps, 14 cars, 1 winner. Who is your pick to get this one done? Does Ryan Preece go 2 in a row, or do we get another first-time winner? We're going to find out in 40 laps because, ladies and gentlemen, the green flag is in the air, and we are racing here in Texas. Down into turn number 1, Chase Elliott's going to have the early race lead over Connor Zilish. Here comes Carson Hocevar, who is inside for second. Not quite enough to get clear, but he does at least pull even out of turn 2. And down the back straightaway, it is all the number 9 car as he looks to lead lap number 1 of 40. Carson Hocevar now clear of the 87 of Zilish. Here comes Josh Berry in tow right behind him. Berry moves up to third. Zilish is starting to fall back early. That outside line did not get going how they wanted to on that start there, as the top 4 are nearly all starting on the inside. Here comes Josh Berry with a move for second. Not enough just yet. And he's at the quarter panel of the 77, nearly pulling even down the backstretch. Heading down into turn number 3, it's going to be the 21 of Josh Berry up into P2. Move the 21 into second. Oh, and Carson Hocevar washed way up the track there, and that allows Michael McDowell to get by as well. Lap 2 is still led by Chase Elliott, but here comes Berry and McDowell, who is inside. Through turns 1 and 2, you have a new leader. It's the 21 of Josh Berry, as Chase Elliott washes up the track, but he comes right back down, nearly slamming the side door of the 34. Into turn number 3, it's still going to be Josh Berry showing the way, but the 34 looking for a hole to get through, and he is there. There's the hole as Berry washes up the track a little bit. Side by side, drag race to the line. There's smoke behind. The 49 is slowing big time, and Michael McDowell's taking over the lead, but the caution's going to come out. No idea what happened to the 49 right there, but that will bring out the yellow, and we're going to stack them and do it again. Let's try that one again. Michael McDowell and Chris Buescher will lead him to the green. We are back underway here in Texas. A great restart by the 34. Michael McDowell back down into turn number 1. That allows the 60 of Ryan Preece to make a move for second. They drag race out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. The 60 has the edge over the 17 car. Like we mentioned earlier, Ryan Preece is trying to go 2 in a row. Can he do exactly that? We're going to find out soon. There's still a long ways to go, though. And now the 60 car has a run on your leader. McDowell leads the lap, but Ryan Preece has got a run. Going down into turn number 1, you got a new leader. It's the 60 of Ryan Preece. And it looks like the 18 of Parker Retzlaff is going to follow right behind him, making the move for second. He drag races the 34 down the back straightaway. And now the 18 has the second position. And he's going for the lead. Not enough just yet, as he's still not clear of the 34. Now he is. Preece washes up the track big time right there, and that allows the 18 to close in. Drag race to the line. Preece leads the lap, but you have a new leader going down into turn number 1. It's the 18 of Parker Retzlaff. This is some pretty good racing for Texas. Usually it's pretty garbage, honestly. As now here comes Carson Hocevar trying to make a move for the second position. Heading down into turn number 3, it's going to be the 77 taking the edge over the 60. Connor Zilish, who started second today, looking to follow right behind him, has a big wash up from the track from Ryan Preece right there. Nearly got into the wall, but somehow stayed out of it, as Carson Hocevar is rapidly closing in on your leader. Back through turns 1 and 2, Retzlaff still shows the way. He washes up the track. Here comes Hocevar with a run. He's at the corner panel. They nearly make contact out of turn number 2, but going into turn number 3, it's going to be Carson Hocevar taking the lead. As now Connor Zilish and Kyle Larson go door to door for the 3rd position. Retzlaff washes up the track, and that is all she wrote. Carson Hocevar to the lead. Here comes Larson for 2nd, and he's going to have it going through turns 1 and 2. And now he sets his sights on Hocevar. He gets a big catch out right there. Is he able to make the pass yet? No, he is not. He's still too far away, but I think going down into turn number 3, he's going to have something for him. Does Carson Hocevar go down the track to block the 5? Yes, he does. Does he wash up the track? No, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does a little bit. That allows Larson to close in, but he also washes up the track, and that opens the door for Christopher Bell. Move the 20 car to the 2nd position across the line. Hocevar is still showing the way out front, but Christopher Bell is closing in rapidly. And maybe a mistake by the 20 car as Hocevar opened that gap up a little bit more. Things are getting dicey in the back. Michael McDowell shoots way down low looking to get a run. Does he have it? He's on the apron. Side by side with the 20. Move the 34 into P2. And now he is quickly closing in on your race leader. Can he make the move going down into turn number 1? I don't think he's close enough to do so just yet, but he's definitely going to try. And here comes Kyle Busch with the move. He causes the 34 to wash up the racetrack. Kyle Busch lost the lead on the last lap last week at Pocono, and he dropped back to the bottom step of the podium. He wants vengeance. He's there. We have a 3-car battle for the lead. Michael McDowell nearly turns the 8 car. They do make contact. And out of turn number 4, it's going to be Kyle Busch with the race lead. And here comes your pole sitter, Chase Elliott, following closely behind. And just behind him is the 40 of Justin Allgaier. Busch continues to show the way right now as Elliott nearly gets turned by the 40. Dear God, that was close. And now Busch gets moved out of the way by the 9. Down into turn number 3, Elliott's going to have a run on the 8 car. Does he make the move? He's at his corner panel, nearly side by side, drag racing down the front straightaway as we got trouble in the back. We got a couple cars in the wall, they keep it straight. Elliott leads the lap. Now, here comes the 40 of Allgaier with a run on the 8. Allgaier makes his move. He watches up the track. Contact! And they keep it straight. Move the 40 into P2. Into turn number 3, it's going to be the 9 still with the lead, but here comes Allgaier with a run. He's not there just yet. Out of turn number 4, he's going to be at his corner panel. Chase Elliott's still going to lead the lap, but Allgaier is going to have the lead going back down into turn number 1. Buescher moves up into the top lane. Larson now leads the bottom. Contact with the 17. He goes back down, nearly turns the 49. That could have been an absolute disaster for Larson. As now Allgaier leads the way, and Larson moves up to P2. Through turns 3 and 4, Larson has 2nd for sure now. And I think going back down into turn number 1, he's going to have a run on Allgaier for the race lead. Elliott starts to fall back. That top side is not working out on the straightaways. Here comes the 5. He's at the rear bumper of the 40. Going down into 1 and 2. Larson peaks down below. It's not enough to make a move just yet as he washed up the track a little bit. Down the back straightaway. Here comes the 49 of McClugas. Does Allgaier get split 3 wide going into turn number 3? No, that is not the case. But McClugas makes the move on Larson for 2nd. Justin Allgaier continues to show the way, but now McClugas is going to have a run going down into turn number 1. He's going to be drag racing out of the 2nd turn as the NOS Energy Drink number 49 has a run. Drag racing off the turn, and we got trouble in the back. Caution's going to come out. It's the 18 of Retzlaff and more. The rest keep going, but Retzlaff does not. We didn't get really a good view, but of what we did see there in the back. Oh, an airborne wreck. As we see the 8 of Busch has damage, and Retzlaff is all torn up, but he does use one of his lives to continue. McClugas and Bell, a pair of Chris's on the front row, and we are back underway. Back down into turn number 1, it's going to be the 49 of McClugas with the race lead as Connor Zilish makes his move for the 2nd spot already on the 20. And they both wash up the track. Bell gets shoved out of the way. McClugas leads down the back straightaway, but Connor Zilish is right there. Your Michigan race winner is looking to be your first ever multi-time winner in the series. Here comes your points leader, Jimmy Johnson, from dead last, and now we have a track race for the lead. Across the line, it's going to be McClugas leading the lap, but Connor Zilish takes over. And here comes Jimmy Johnson. Your points leader is looking to win his first race. as now McLucas begins to fall back big time. Huge contact back there. They somehow kept it straight, but now Connor Zillish still shows the way. Here comes Josh Berry to the inside of Johnson, and he's going to have the spot coming out of turn number 4. Move Josh Berry back up into second, and now he's got to run at your race leader. He is there, going down into 1. Berry's going to make his move down through turns 1 and 2. New leader, it's Josh Berry. And we have some more contact back there. Still, they somehow kept it straight as Josh Berry now surges ahead. Carson Ozabar now leading the bottom, and he's going to have a run on the 87 through 3 and 4. And you have a new second place, and that belongs to Carson Ozabar. Now here comes the 60 of Ryan Priest, looking for 2 in a row to the inside of Ozabar. Priest had the spot at the line, but it's going to be Priest now clear the 87, or 77, excuse me. He's going to have a run on the 21 down the back straightaway. He's at his quarter panel, going down into turn number 3. And now here comes Kyle Larson. He hasn't touched the lead at all day, but he's looking to get it on this lap. He's running the lower lane than the 60, just barely. Does he have a run in turns 1 and 2? Yes, he does. Kyle Larson is there. And Kyle Busch is right behind him. It's Kyle and Kyle working together. Kyle Larson takes the lead. Turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Kyle Busch right behind. 3 wide, nearly there. And now it's the 2 Kyles out front. P1, P2. Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch. Larson leads the lap. Here comes Busch with a run. And going down into turns 1 and 2, he's going to give a nudge to the 5 car for the lead. It is not enough as Busch washes up the track. That allows Chris Buescher to get into the quarter panel of the 8 car. And now Buescher takes second away. Kyle Larson trying to run away from the field. He hasn't been able to do so yet. None of the leaders were able to run away from the rest of the pack, as now Buescher is closing in on the 5 car. Buescher has had a terrible start to the season, 2 dead last finishes. He did grab a second place at Michigan, but that's not going to help him get into the playoffs. And he's got a crash in the back. They somehow save it and keep it straight. Allgaier, Elliott, and it looked like Berry into the wall. Buescher trying to hunt down the 5. Here comes the 34, McDowell to the inside of the 17. Move Michael McDowell up into the second position once again. And now he's got to run on Larson. Kyle Larson's going to lead the lap, but Michael McDowell's got a huge run going down into turn number 1. McDowell is going to take the lead back. And now here comes the 49 of Chris McLucas. The man that inspired him to become a racer. Brad Sweet announced his retirement a week ago. And now, bringing Brad's number into NASCAR, he's looking to get a win for his idol in Casey Kane Racing, as he now makes the move for second on Kyle Larson. Michael McDowell still shows the way. He washes up the track big time. That allows the 49 to make the move in the lead. And nearly 3 wide as Jimmy Johnson's in the grass. Does Johnson take the lead here? Yes, he does. They're 3 wide for just a moment right there. And now the 60 of Ryan Priest follows right behind. A drag race off the turn, and Jimmy Johnson's got the lead. Going back down into turn number 3, Ryan Priest is going to be there. But the question is it enough to get to the 84? Jimmy Johnson, your current point leader, leads the way. As your last week's winner, Ryan Priest holds on to second. Bell's in the grass, but he somehow keeps it straight. Like I said, the physics don't make sense in this game. And Johnson washes up the track. That allows Ryan Priest to take the lead away. Drag race off the turn, that 3 wide behind them. Ryan Priest takes command once again here in Texas. Into turn 3, there's still 3 wide behind him. They crash. Ozabar's upside down into the catch fence. A huge crash for Carson Ozabar, and the red flag's gonna come out. And they're still wrecking behind them. A nasty crash in turn 3. He got sideways on his own, and oh man, that was brutal. But this is a video game. Nobody gets hurt. So Carson Ozabar is fine, but he is out of the race. That was terrible. But now we're ready for the restart. Ryan Priest, Christopher Bell lead us to the green. We're back underway here in Texas. Priest got the jump on the restart and will lead him down into turn number 1. Here comes Jimmy Johnson looking for second already on his Toyota teammate. Off of turn number 2, it's going to be a drag race for that P2 position. And Jimmy Johnson has it. He doesn't have a run yet on the 60 car going into turn number 3. But I reckon next lap, he's going to be at the quarter panel of that 60 car. Ryan Priest shows the way. And now, down the front straightaway, he's going to lead the lap. Jimmy Johnson is closing in. Here comes Kyle Larson. Does he make the move on the 84 going down into turn 1? He is there, but not close enough to do anything. And now Johnson opens up the inside. And now we have a 3-car battle for the lead. Johnson goes down low, and you got a new leader in turn number 3. It's going to be Jimmy Johnson. And look at Michael McDowell. He's looking to get back into the fight for the race lead. Priest washes up the track. That opens the door for Larson for second. Johnson leads the lap, but here comes Kyle Larson right behind him. And just now getting into the picture, the 34 of Michael McDowell. In through turns 1 and 2, Johnson washes up the track. Larson is there. Does he make the move? No, he does not, but he is still right there, getting a push from the 34 down the backstretch. Going into turn number 3, it's going to be Kyle Larson with the edge. Drag racing off the turn, and Kyle Larson takes the lead away. Here comes the 34 McDowell just behind him. Michael McDowell has had a strong day. Can he be the first repeat winner of the series? Into turns 1 and 2, he's going to make his move. He gets into the 5, he turns him. Larson's around from the lead. McDowell takes the lead. Larson keeps going. Oh man, what a heartbreak that is. That was kind of a dirty move on the 34, but he keeps it going. Those two are definitely going to have some words on pit road after this race. As now here comes Josh Berry. Drag race off the turn down the road straightaway. Berry barely leads the lap. And he's going to be clear of the 34 through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Chase Elliott. Your pole sitter has been having quite a good day so far. As now Josh Berry is about 3 car lengths ahead of second place. Back down into turn number 3. Drag race for second. Chase Elliott's going to have the advantage off of turn number 4. Josh Berry still shows the way. As Chase Elliott is looking for his first career win. Just behind him is the 49er, Chris McClugas, also looking for his first win. Elliott closes in on Josh Berry a little bit right there. Now it's 2 car lengths lead. But Josh Berry is extremely dominant here today. He has definitely led the most laps out of everybody in this field. Elliott moves up. That gives McClugas the lead on the bottom. I mean, the lead of the bottom lane. You know what I meant. As they drag race off of turn number 4, Chris McClugas moves up to second, and Buscher follows right behind him. Chris Buscher wants vengeance after his last 2 finishes. Finished last at Pocono due to being hard in the wall twice. And now he makes the move on the 49. Not clear just yet. Drag racing down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Josh Berry still shows the way, but here comes Chris Buscher for second. And out of turn number 4, Chris Buscher is now in second. And now he's going to try to hunt down your race leader. He is right there. Josh Berry has had a great day. Can he hold on? As we are nearing the end of this one, folks, here comes Ryan Priest back into the mix. Out of turn number 2, Chris Buscher has closed the gap to 2 car lengths now. And the gap's going to be even smaller through turns 3 and 4. And now it's down to 1.5 car lengths. Into turn number 1, Buscher is there. Berry blocks the 17. And he's going to wash up the track. That opens the door for the 17. Berry cuts back down, dumps himself on the bumper. Berry's upside down, sliding on his lane. Buscher takes the lead. The red flag is out. Josh Berry washes up the racetrack, cuts back down in front of the 17, and flips himself. That's all there is to it. Buscher takes the lead, and Kyle Busch will join him on the front row. And there's the green. We're back underway. Back down into turn number 1. Chris Buscher had a great jump there. Michael McDowell back into second, and Kyle Busch washes up the racetrack. That allows 60 Ryan Priest to make his move on the 8 car as well. Michael McDowell attempting to close in on Chris Buscher for his second win of the season. Can he do it? Here comes Ryan Priest on the inside now. And Chris McClugas follows in suit behind him. Ryan Priest looking to go 2 in a row, and he's closing in on his RFK teammate. McClugas is nearly clear of the 34, going back down into 1 and 2. Buscher with a 2 car length lead. Here comes McClugas to the inside. They make contact just a little bit right there. They drag race down the back straightaway. McClugas is going to have the edge in turn number 3, as that allows Buscher to open up the gap a little bit. McClugas attempts to close back in. Here comes Jimmy Johnson to the inside of Ryan Priest. And we have a battle for the lead on our hands, folks. Buscher leads the lap, but here comes McClugas on the inside. Going into turn number 1, it's going to be the 49 taking the race lead. And Buscher washes up the racetrack. He does keep second for now. Here comes Johnson. Down the back straightaway, McLucas leads the way by 2 car lengths. Jimmy Johnson moves up into second. And here comes Justin Allgaier with a run. McLucas watches up the racetrack. Jimmy Johnson has a chance. 2 laps to go in Texas. Jimmy Johnson takes over the lead. He's the points leader. And now he's looking to get his first win in the series. And here comes Josh Berry back into the mix after he flipped himself off the bumper of the 17. Going down into turn number 3. Jimmy Johnson leads the way. Allgaier's right behind him. Johnson washes up the racetrack. They're crashing behind him. Allgaier has a chance. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Justin Allgaier takes the lead away from Johnson. And now it's just Berry and Allgaier. Through turn number 2 and down the back straightaway for the final time. Justin Allgaier's been all over the pack today, and now he's your race leader. He's just got to hold off Berry for 2 more turns, and he's going to do exactly that out of turn number 4. And Justin Allgaier is a Pummu Cup Series winner. That was an amazing race, absolutely no doubt. Justin Allgaier comes out on top here in Texas. As your results are being posted on your screen right now, man, what a race we had. We had a ton of lead changes as usual with the series. Another first-time winner, a catch fence crash, thankfully a host of bars okay, and just great racing in general. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you want to see more Pummu Cup Series in the future, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Next week, we head to Talladega Superspeedway for the first time, and it's destined for chaos. It always is. So we will see you then. We hope you enjoyed the double duty this weekend. Congratulations to Justin Allgaier on his win and a tough break to all the DNFs. That is going to do it from Texas. We'll see you in Talladega. Chris Kraft signing out.